Think pink. Having a beautiful house with pink interior decorations is every woman's dream. Well, maybe not every woman. Pink glitter bedroom with glitter wall. Design inspiration from a variety of bedrooms, including Color, by Rose Gold Faux Glitter. Pink bedrooms can be soft, bold, or stylish. If you're looking for an easy way to make a small room feel bigger, then try painting horizontal striped walls. Maybe it's how a few, strategically placed stripes can make a room feel larger. Or maybe it's the fact that with just a few gallons of paint you can completely transform whole walls on a budget. Pinks can seem tricky to pull off, but with the right accents, beautiful things can happen. If you're working with a larger space, you'll have all the room in the world to have fun and play around with brighter and bolder pinks, implementing it into design. Pink is the color of a namesake flower that is a pale tint of red. It was first used as a color name in the late 17th century. According to surveys in Europe and the United States, pink is the color most often associated with charm, politeness, sensitivity, tenderness, sweetness, childhood, femininity, and romance. A combination of pink and white is associated with chastity and innocence, whereas a combination of pink and black links to eroticism and seduction. The color pink has been described in literature since ancient times. In the Odyssey, written in approximately 800 BCE. This room is beautiful. It has the right colors mix in. The green mix with the pink is not overpowering. Roman poets also described the color. Roseus is the Latin word meaning rosy or pink. Lucretius used the word to describe the dawn in his epic poem on the nature of things, De Rerum Natura. Pink was not a common color in the fashion of the Middle Ages. Nobles usually preferred brighter reds, such as crimson. However, it did appear in women's fashion and in religious art. In the 13th and 14th century, in works by Cimabue and Duccio, the Christ child was sometimes portrayed dressed in pink, the color associated with the body of Christ. In the High Renaissance painting The Madonna of the Pinks by Raphael, the Christ child is presenting a pink flower to the Virgin Mary. The pink was a symbol of marriage, showing a spiritual marriage between the mother and child. During the Renaissance, pink was mainly used for the flesh color of faces and hands. The pigment commonly used for this was called light cinnabrese. It was a mixture of the red earth pigment called sinopia, or Venetian red, and a white pigment called bianco san genovese, or lime white. In his famous 15th century manual on painting Illinois Libre de l'Art, Cennino Cennini described it this way: "This pigment is made from the loveliest and lightest sinopia that is found and is mixed and mulled with St. John's white, as it is called in Florence, and this white is made from thoroughly white and thoroughly purified lime. And when these two pigments have been thoroughly mulled together, that is, 2 parts cinnabrese and the third white, make little loaves of them like half walnuts and leave them to dry." The zenith of the color pink was the 18th century, when pastel colors became very fashionable in all the courts of Europe. Pink was particularly championed by Madame de Pompadour, 1721 to 1764, the mistress of King Louis XV of France, who wore combinations of pale blue and pink, and had a particular tint of pink made for her by the Sèvres porcelain factory, created by adding nuances of blue, black and yellow. While pink was quite evidently the color of seduction in the portraits made by George Romney of Emma, Lady Hamilton, the future mistress of Admiral Horatio Nelson, in the late 18th century, it had the completely opposite meaning in the portrait of Sarah Barrett Moulton painted by Thomas Lawrence in 1794. In this painting, it symbolized childhood, innocence, and tenderness. Sarah Moulton was just 11 years old when the picture was painted, and died the following year.